in this class we are going to understand about switch statement. Okay, already we have completed if statements. Now we are going to understand about what? Switch statement. So what purpose switch statement can be used? Switch statement can be used to compare a variable with the multiple constant values. Okay, so what do you mean by this particular thing? Let us understand over here. Let's say that suppose let me explain over here. Okay, let me explain over here. Suppose there is a variable present here n, and you want to compare this particular variable with multiple values like 1, 2, 3, 4, like this you want to compare. Okay, any variable you take, suppose ch variable, I want to compare with a, b, okay, c, d, like this. So a single variable, if you want to compare with multiple constant values like this, constant values if you want to compare, then here we are going to use what? Switch statements. Exactly, a switch statement we are going to use. So let me explain how it is going to work. So the syntax of switch statement is like this. Switch, okay, switch is a keyword. Switch, in here you have tried the variable. Okay, here you have tried the variable. So this variable is going to be compared with value 1, compared with value 2, compared with value 3, and so on. Okay, comparing means only for equality. It will check whether this variable and this value 1 both are equal or not. This variable and value 2 both are equal or not. Like this it is going to compare the values, okay, for equality. Okay, and values, these values should be written beside what case? Okay, beside the case. So with case statement we have tried the values. Okay, and any statement that you want to execute when this variable and value both are same, if you want to execute any statements, that statements you have tried here. Okay, like this we have tried the statements. Okay, so let us understand what happens. The switch statement is going to compare the variable value with the value 1. So if variable and value 1 both are equal, these statements one will be executed. Break statement will terminate the switch. It will come out of the switch. It will stop the switch. Okay, if variable value is not equal to value 1, then the variable is going to be compared with value 2. If these two are equal, then statements 2 will be executed, then break means come out of the switch. Similarly, if variable is not equal to value 1, then compared with value 2. If both are not equal, then compared with value 3. If variable and value 3 both are same, then this statements 3 will be executed. Statements 3 will be executed, and break means come out of the switch. Okay. Suppose if this variable is not equal to value 1, not equal to value 2, not equal to value 3. If the variable is not equal to any one of these values, then what? The default statements present in the default section will be executed. Okay. So when does this default section will be executed, please? If the variable is not equal to value 1, value 2, value 3, then the default statements will be executed. Okay. I am putting this particular default statements in the square brackets. Square brackets means it is optional. It is not compulsory to write default statement. Okay. It is up to you whether you write or you omit it. Okay. Let us write. Let us understand or write a program here. Let me explain one program here. Now the program I am going to explain on this particular thing. So what's the program is? Read a number. The program is what? The read a number and print read a number between, let me say that between, read a number, okay, between 1 to 5 and print in words, WORDS words. Okay, this program already we have written on nested if. The same program we are writing using the switch. Okay, so here we are reading a number. So see, this is what enter number between 1 to 5. I am reading the number into the n. Okay, I am now following the switch syntax. Okay, see here. Okay, switch n. Okay, switch n. On this n I am going to compare. If n, okay, switch n. If this n value is equal to 1, then print on the monitor ONE1. If this n value is equal to 2, then print on the monitor 2. If this n value is equal to 3, then print on the monitor 3. Similarly 4 and 5. Okay, if this n value is not equals to any one of these values, 1, 2, 3, 4 value, if not equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the default statements will be executed, that is number out of range. Okay, so let us execute and see how it is going to run the program. So let me show you the output here. Right, let me see, this is the 4. I am giving 3, you got on the monitor as 3. Is that clear? Right. So similarly I run the program once again. Okay, let me drag here. Okay, so I am going to drag this one below this one. Okay, this is very nice. Okay, so I am not getting this over here. Let me show you. This is very nice. Okay, fine. So let me run the program once again here. Okay, run the program. When I run the program, what has happening here? It is, let's see. Now I give the number is what, 5. I got 5, right? Now similarly I run the program now here, which I'm going to give the number 8. 8 means, okay, 8 I am giving. See here I am giving the 8 and number out of range. Okay, now. So this is how does it is the switch statement works. This is nothing but it is an alternate of nested if. Simple. It is an alternate of nested if, please. Okay, this is what small program that I wrote over here. Now what happens if you are not giving the break? So what if you are not giving the break? That is what we are going to understand. So break is optional. Break is optional. It is not compulsory to write. What happens if you are not giving the break? Let us understand this. So when I run the program, what is happening here, please? Right. Okay, I am getting the number. I am giving the number like what? 3 and press enter. I got 3, 4, 5 and number out of range. Means what is happening? Let's see. See here n I am giving as what? N I am giving as what? 3. Okay, n is equal to how much? 3. Now where the condition is satisfying, n is equal to 3. 3, 1 false, 2 false, 3. Yes, 3. Here it is matched. N 3 which is matching here, n is equal to 3. Yes, n 3 is equal to 3. Yes, true. Here it is condition is satisfied. Therefore, the statements below this case will be printed. What is that is 3. As there is no break, it will print 3 on the monitor. Okay, 3 you got on the monitor. As there is no break, if the break is present, it will stop there only. As the break is not present, it will go to the next case and print what? 4. See, this statement executed 4. Then as there is no break, again go to the next if and prints what? 5. Again similarly go to the next statement, prints what? Number out of range, and however it is end of the switch. This is what happens if you are not giving the break statement in the program. Okay, this is what happens with the break. So let me write here. Let me write one small notes. You can note. Okay, re-execute above program without, okay, without break statement. Okay, break statement, and understand the output. Okay, this is what you remember. Clear? So this is about the switch statement, and I would like to conclude one more point here. This default can be written anywhere in the switch, please. Okay, this you can write anywhere in the switch. Remember, please, this is what you can write anywhere in the switch. There is no error at all. There is no error at all. Okay, you can write the default statement anywhere in the switch. Okay, so this is what it is allowed. Okay, it is allowed. So this is what you remember, please. Okay, right. So let us understand here, please, and it is also possible that you need not to write the default also. It is not compulsory to write, it is optional. There is no error. Okay, so this is the point that you remember. So let me explain some more points over here. Okay, some more points. I will tell you some points regarding the switch. Okay. So, and one more thing I would like to tell you here. Suppose I create one variable, integer x is equal to 2. Okay, x is equal to 2. Now here I write something called as what? X. Okay, x. Immediately I get an error. Why here? See, I got an error here. Okay. So this is what must be constant expression. Okay, with the case statement only constant values we have to write, like 3, 4, like this. Constant values you should write, but you should not write what? Variables. Okay, this you have to remember. First point is, okay, with the case statement only constant values should be used. Okay, otherwise error. So don't use variables, only constant values, integer constant, float constant, double constant, whatever it may be, but you have to use only constants. Okay, next point, you should not use relational or logical operators like this. Okay, logical operators you should not use, or you should not use less than 2, like this. Relational operators also you should not use. Okay, so what I mean to say is, relational or logical operators should not be used with the case statement, okay, case statement. This is what you have to remember, with the case statement. Okay, example, if you want, I can give you that case less than 2, okay, less than 2, this is what error. Okay, next I cannot write case a or e, okay, e ovels program like this also causes what, error. Okay, next third one. So this is what happens. Break and default statements are optional, okay, not compulsory to use. Default can be used, can be written anywhere in the switch, anywhere in the switch statement, okay, statement. This is what happens with the case, okay, switch statement. Clear? So this is what happens here. It is fine. Now the practice question, if you want, I can give you a practice question also. Practice question question is simple. I will not give a bigger question. The small question is, okay, write a calculator program using switch, okay, using switch, switch, okay. Already switch statement, I mean, says, okay, calculator program I have explained on nested if. The same program you rewrite again by using this particular one, okay. So this is what the switch statement that we have completed, okay, fine.